Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming Terrain. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is the weekly Wednesday Wargaming questions and answers. All my regulars, they know that I sit there and expect this, they know what's going on. For everyone that's new, this is an off-the-cuff video. What does that mean? I record and I upload. There is no fancy editing going on. You won't see my intro symbol. I do have a transition button, so if something starts happening I need to stop recording and come back to it, I can. And these weekly Wednesdays are all primarily model focused. At the moment it's primarily GW stuff, but I have been branching off into other bits and pieces. Models I didn't even know I had. To do with rules, tools, materials, anything sneaky that I find that I can share with you guys. You ask me questions, I answer them. Okay. There is some terrain questions from time to time, and sometimes, well, most weeks, I tell you what's been going on in and around the workshop. Okay. I've got some questions and I've got some stuff to show you. So anyway, I actually made a 1,000 point Necron army list just to see what I have painted versus what I need still to paint. And I tell you what, it's I actually went 1,070 points. I was like, no. So I had to just take a few bits off and everything else and rework it. But you don't really need that many models to hit 1,000 points. It's, I was quite shocked. I think the list is like 30 Necron warriors. I'm not going to go into the full list, but I think it's 30 Necron warriors. There's 2 Scorpec destroyers, 2 units of 3 Scorpec destroyers, and a few other bits and pieces. I was like, it's not that much. It's a bit and then he swore then. It's not that many models for a 1,000 point game. I was quite shocked. So then I can see why a 1,000 point game would only take a couple of hours, if that. So it's actually, I'm actually quite keen, quite happy to get on to a game. First question. I enjoyed your Let's Build Intercessor Space Marines. I made the same mistake as you, positioning the Sergeant model. How can I fix this? Now, where are you? Here you are. I presume this is the model in question, okay? And the mistake is, I glued him. I put him in and glued him. He's too far forward. So the only way, there's 2 ways to fix this. You can get something like that. It's a little weird. There we go. Sorry. You can get a like a little saw or a scalpel blade and just keep slicing it under his feet. Yeah, you will take a little bit of the foot away, a little tiny underneath bit, but then when you're gluing properly and you put gravel around it and put a flock, you're not going to notice that. But you can also get this bad boy and push it in and keep turning it, and you're basically screwing it out. You want to take the bit underneath out, that little normal bit that sticks on there, because when you put it together, you're not putting glue on the underneath part, you're just putting it around the foot and around that little knobble bit. That's the way that I would go for it, in my opinion. Or if you have 32mm bases flying around, you can take your clippers and just keep snipping the base away. So all you've got is the model and the little pin, and then just pin it to a new base. I hope that helps you. And as you say, I didn't even gravel them guys yet. They've been sitting there waiting for me to gravel them. But I want to put the other 5 together first, and then gravel 10 of them together, and then give them a spray down and start working away on them. And I watched your Chaos Space Marine Warp Swift build. I enjoyed it. Very helpful. Is this the start of your Chaos Space Marine army? And the rest of that question is, what legion are you going to go for? So there's 2 questions in one there. Yes, it's the start of my Chaos Space Marine army. Now, I do have Chaos Space Marines in a bag. I have some old Terminators down here ready to be, painted up and everything else. But the 2 problems I have: 1, I don't have the 32mm bases. I'm on a holiday for a week and a half now, so I'm going to cut some. I'm going to attempt to cut some 32mm and some 40mm bases. Okay, out of Fomex. So I have a sheet of Fomex, but it was damaged and there's double-sided sticky tape on it, so I had to bend it to put it in the car and it snapped. So it was like, okay, yeah, I'll use it for that. But I'm going to attempt to do that. That's the first restriction I have. Failing that, I'll have to buy them in from GW, and it could take 2 to 3 weeks to arrive. So, you know, the second problem I have, all the Chaos Space Marine models I have, they're either missing an arm, a shoulder pad, or something like that, or they're missing a head or backpack. They're missing something, and they don't make full squads. So I haven't got full squad of 10 guys, or I've got 3 of these guys and 4 of these guys, and some of the old plastic plague monks with a knife, and they had the bolt gun onto them. It was literally gun, arm onto body, and the whole thing went to a base, and some corn berserkers as well, which is chain sword and bolt gun, same thing. Very old plastic ones. I think they were like $5 for like 10 of them or something silly like that. But the way that I'm going to sort that out is I'm going to buy a box of Chaos Space Marines, put them together, and then the bits that I've left over, I start cobbling them onto the other ones to make them into squads and stuff. Now, with what Legion I'm going to go for, I was holding off on doing them. This is before I even knew about I had the wrong size bases and everything else, because I was kind of hoping it would be a little bit like, you can have, these are the main you know, factions, the main legions, but you can make your own renegade band and have one of these, you know, renegade traits, much like the, you know, Space Marines, you know, successor Space Marines, you know, something like that. But you know, just sitting there thinking, looking at it and just going, I don't know. I'm just gonna probably go with a Baden screw, you know, just because I love that model, and you know, Black Legion. So I'm thinking, let me just go with them. But with that said, I don't want to paint the Wolfsmith. Let me show you him. He's going to be sprayed after this video, ready for tomorrow's painting video, hopefully, if I don't oversleep. But this is an amazing sculpt from the Eldritch Omens box. But with this guy, I don't want him to be like the same as everyone else. I want you to be able to look at the battlefield and see him, there he is. So with that in mind, and when you think of the Space Marine army, you have apothecaries, in white armor. You have chaplains in black armor. You know, it's they might be part of, you know, whatever chapter they're part of, but their armor is different. And I want to do the same thing for him. Now I was going to go with purple, a nice purpley colour with some gold and stuff like that. I'm still going to go with that. I see that Andy from Mediocre Hobbies, he's posted his one up today, and it's not the same, but there is purple in there, and I haven't looked at the video, and I said to him I'll look at the video after I've done painting my one, because I don't want to paint my one and I've seen his video and I start copying and not realise that I'm, you know, I've seen it. I just want to do this one first, and then, you know, I'll watch his video tomorrow night. So yeah, I'm probably going to go Black Legion. Black Legion, is that what they're called? Abaddon screw. Just call him that. Or Abaddon screw, whichever way you want to pronounce his name. Solely because I do like that model, and, you know, but he will be different colours to the rest of the normal guys, just to point him out on the battlefield. So he's, you know, so when there is battle reports and I do use Chaos Space Marines, you'll be able to see them. I do have a heap of Chaos Cultists from the 7th edition box game that I am going to be putting together. I won't be doing them on camera because I don't know if their sprue is the same as if you went to the shop and bought it now. So I won't do them. I'll just clean them and glue them onto 25mm base, because that's what they are on at the moment. And hopefully they stay on that. Yeah, that's, I hope I've answered that question. Now I've got some goodies to show you. I was actually asked how things going at work and stuff. I talk about it at the end, so if you're not interested in that, you don't worry about that, but if you are, then you can just watch there and see. I did last week's Weekly Wednesday, okay, which is absolutely amazing. I enjoyed showing you all the fantasy models. You haven't seen it, guys, go back and check it out, because it's, you know, I was asked to do a follow-on video looking at one of the bags in particular, because I couldn't get the camera in. The bag was too tight, and I couldn't get my hand in and operate the camera, and, you know, so I emptied the whole bag out, and then I think it's 15-20 minute video, I'm not sure. But again, it was off the cuff, so there's no intro, nothing like that. There's nothing, you know, silly going on. and just look at every single model. And if you look at that video and you know, okay, this model is from X, Y, and Z, from the year of whatever, 1995, 94, whatever it is, then just chuck a comment on that video with the time that you see the model on and where it's from. Because there's, you know, there's quite a lot on there that are just probably as old as me. So, anyway, I did last week's Weekly Wednesday. I'm rubbing on again. I done it early morning, and then I went off to work, came back, and there's a package arrived. It was Imperium Magazine. I was like, oh my goodness me! So I couldn't do that then because I'd already done the Weekly Wednesday. So I do it today. I'm going to do it today. And let me just tell you this: I'm actually blown away with this set. Okay, some of you might look and go, "Oh, it's not really that great," but to me, fantastic. This is the first thing that's actually fantastic. It's a art book. Okay, now I could have opted out for it, but I just thought, you know what, what's the point of opting out of it? Because it's something I'm going to keep here. This is a keeping item. And the first thing you open up to is just some amazing artwork. Sorry, light's going to reflect off there because I have to position it to show you my beautiful face. There's the galaxy, the universe, yeah, the galaxy, absolutely fantastic. That's the same picture that's inside the binder that I still haven't even put the magazines into. I mean, there's some amazing artwork. That's just absolutely, yeah. I'm going to give you a quick rundown. There's not many pages in it, but there is a fair amount. Some more artwork, yeah. Just telling you just pictures, and it's just telling you basically what things are and everything else. Sorry, I'm going to try and get it so the light doesn't reflect. Let's try it that way. There we go. Yeah, some nice artwork there. Yeah, just some bits of fluff there and some more artwork. Yeah. Some more artwork with Roberto Gulliman. That's the Space Marines, and then it goes into, sorry, that's just Imperium, and then it goes on to Space Marines. Which again, there is some amazing artwork in here. I'm going to try and not show you everything because I don't want it to be an hour-long video, but there's such amazing stuff in here. Let me flick through. There's loads of bits and pieces of different Space Marines. But here, see the Tech Priest. He's all painted red. He's in red armour. That's the type of thing I want to do for the Chaos Space Marines. So something like an aspiring champion Chaos Space Marine, I want him to be slightly different painted, or a hero Chaos Lord, saying he'd be similar but just different, just to single him out. It's also the same way as you have Space Marine veterans, and they usually have white helmets. That sort of way, you know. Got Adeptus Mechanicus in here as well. Lots of artwork for them. Another, I love this picture. Look at that. Some amazing artwork. Now, where are we? Sister Adeptus Sororitas. Sorry, this is a battle to me and you. Some amazing artwork, and there's little bits of fluff as well. That one there is just absolutely amazing. And then there's one on the Necrons. Again, I'm just going to show you a few of the images. Look at that. I mean, how someone sit down and just think about where would you start when you're drawing that? Sorry. Some more Necron bits and pieces, some flayed ones, and that's the model I put together not so long ago on a Let's Build video. There's that book. Now for me, that's only got Space Marines, Sisters of Battle, Adeptus Mechanicus and Necrons in there. I would imagine there's going to be another one soon, another maybe 10 issues or whatever, with different factions on it, artwork on different factions, which is actually fantastic. And again, that's a collector's book then to go on my shelf. Okay, now where are we? Some of you would have already seen these or would have received these already, and if you have, and you know you've been through it, I do apologise, but I got them, I said, late last Wednesday afternoon, and I've been sitting holding on to them all week without, you know. But anyway, issue 19 comes with more terrain, so that's three sets of terrain. I have the containers. I've got one set already glued up and primed, ready to be painted on a painting video, but it won't be part of shame because it's not part of shame. I'll just quickly do it as a, you know, still later. But what I want to do is glue the others up and do all of them at the same time. That's my plan. I wasn't going to open it, but you know, hey, yeah, this starts talking about Astra Militarum, not Astra Militarum, sorry, Adeptus Mechanicus. Just some Space Marine stuff about chaplains. Oh, it scared the life out of me then. It was raining heavy here about 20 minutes ago, half hour ago, and that's just coming through, landing in the pot that I set up the other day. Oh. It's just a little, it's where they put a roofing on the corrugated iron, and when they put the bolts on, when it rains a certain way, it hits the bolt and just seeps around the bolt and comes through. Okay, so talking about the awakening of the Necrons. They're just some fluff I had to put together. I've already done a Let's Build video on how to put them together, so if you haven't seen that, go back and have a look. It's very helpful. Again, on that build, the storm battles were the hardest part, I thought. Video painting how to do them as well, which is, I'll do my own style on that. A little bit of a fluff to do, a scenario to try. Yeah, that's pretty much that one. Where are we? Right, this is number 20. It comes with two amazing paints. This is Troll Slayer Orange. It's a layer paint. I actually like the look of that colour. I might have to give that a go on something soon. And this is Corn Red, which we all know about that one. Alright, issue 20. Right, it's talking about Ultramarine Strike Force. Just librarians, battle line squads, armory, veterans. I think that's gearing you up ready for like a crusade type game, okay? Because it has like assault intercessors 3, you name the squad. Same again, for 5 then you name the squad. Same again, 5 you name the squad. So with that, looking at that, I think I already have all 13 assault intercessors then. So that's nice. Anyway, there's some fluff on the tomb worlds as well to do the same thing. There's some fluff on the Emperor of Mankind. Technological booms, which talk about Necron bits and pieces. Yeah. Some of the way they paint these models are absolutely amazing. You know, that's just some how to paint stuff with the 2 new colours. With the orange, actually, the way they got it on here is it actually starts to look like rust, which actually could be a good colour, because the layer paints that will go on bright and dull down, which could be good, especially with a little Agrax Earthshade washed over the top when it's dry. Necron rules reanimation protocols. So if you don't have the Necron Codex, that's a nice little addition for you. Some rules. Oh, okay, the psychic phase. This is actual game rules now. So again, if you wasn't lucky enough to get a Dominus box, or you don't want to go and spend, I think it's 188 quid for the starter game with the rule book, or is it the 121? I'm not sure. But if you don't want to spend that to get that, and you're looking at buying rulebook by itself, rules are coming in here. So I mean, don't get me wrong, you may not get all of the rules in here, but you'll get most of them. I mean, and it's actually broke down quite easily. Actually, I'm looking at weapon types here. It's talking about the assault weapons, pistol weapons, rapid fire weapons, melee weapons, and grenades. But the way it's laid out there is different to the way it's laid out in the rule book, because I never saw that in the rule book. I haven't looked at every single page, but I've clicked through it, and that's actually quite easy to understand. So that's a good thing. There's another little scenario in there for different troops. There's actually a scenario. What's this? Hold on. Oh, okay. It's talking about issue 21 to 40. The war escalates, and it's just bringing in the Adeptus Mechanica stuff and the terrain to go with that, as well as some Necron amazing looking things. Tomb Spider, I think it is, and the guy on the little thing that goes over it, hovers off the ground. He's got like 2 guns. I can't remember what that's called. Is it Tomb Blades? I think they are. I'm not sure. Anyway, there's that one. That's the 20. Now, I'm not gonna. No, I am. That's bizarre. That's very bizarre. That's very, very bizarre. Okay, no, it's not bizarre. It's not bizarre. It's okay. Right. What I was thinking is there's no bases in with those models. So, but I just count 8 bases in there, so there's probably 10 in there anyway. So this one comes with the first part. There's 10 Skitarii Rangers. There's 5 of them, I think, in here, and 5 in the next one, or something like that. I think this one's got the heavy guy in there. What's in this one? I know this is just one part of the sprue. So this is like, there's a body, there's 2 legs, 3 legs, and some bodies, and then there's arms and heads. The other one then has everything else in. So it's up in the game now. It's a different. That's the Skitarii Rangers, guys. Absolutely amazing. Flick through. Just some, fluff to bring them into it. Telling you how to roll a D33, which is, for those of you who don't know, is quite handy. Some fluff back to Adeptus Mechanicus, the Homeworld Mars, the Crimson Doom, how to build them, which is always handy. Which they do look pretty straightforward. 2 bodies together, onto their legs, backpack, arms, head. That's probably going to be a very quick let's build video. Oh, this is. Oh, that's actually. I've just come across that very interesting. Space Marine data sheets. So if you don't play Space Marines, but you're collecting this, you can pretty much get the data sheets so you can actually use them. That's very clever, because they're not giving you everything, they're just giving you the models that come in here. So that means that you're going to get to a point where you end up buying more Space Marine models if you don't play Space Marines, just to add to them, and then end up buying the Codex. Very clever. And there's the next one, Necrons as well. So you've got the Overlord and the Necron Warriors, which is, very good. The only thing it doesn't have is the points value. It only has the power level, which, if you're just playing a game, let's call it 50 power, then that's great. But if you're working out points, then okay, it's just telling you about resurrection orbs and stuff like that, and talking about data sheets and some more fluff about them fighting each other. Right, there's another one of these little pamphlets, which is Imperial Forces. Some more fluff. Necron Forces. Yeah, which is always nice to have bits of fluff. Oh, it's one of these. One of these battle mats. Now for me, I don't use these because I've got the gaming boards, so it doesn't bother me. So what I might do is just, I've got a few more floating around, I might just chuck them all together over this week and just chuck them up, whoever wants them can have them. Because I don't need them. I've got all the game boards at the back there, and I've got a big 8 foot by 4 foot table here, so right. Issue 22. I get the rest of the Scutari Rangers in here, which looking at them, I tell you what, they look like, for me, I'm going to enjoy painting these. I say that, I probably pretty much enjoy painting any models, to be honest. They actually look like 25mm bases, so even if I'm missing one or two, I've got 25mm bases, not a problem. Okay, sorry about the rustling in the bag. Okay, this is talking about explorator fleets. Just some Necron dynasties, or dynasties, whatever you pronounce it. Talking about Crimson Doom, which is the Scutari. Some how to paint them, yeah, which is pretty handy because it is pretty straightforward. Then their data sheets are arriving. So now, to be honest, we are actually going into proper game mode, because before it was just little scenarios. This guy, he's like these guys and these guys. You know, now he's giving you data sheets so you can actually really follow the rules properly, which is actually good. Halt the Invaders, which is a little scenario with the Scutari Rangers and Necrons. They're talking about, okay, so about morale as well, the rules for morale there, which is good. Sorry, the writing's backwards because I've had to turn the camera so I can see what I'm. No worse trying to record and I'm all off camera. Yeah, just some more fluff to do with the battle, which is good. Now, I wish I knew that was coming. The next 2 issues, there's going to be a Connectic Spider, yeah, in issue 23. In issue 24, there's going to be Rakarth Flesh and Nun Oil, which I bought Nun Oil not so long ago. And had I known that was coming, I would have held off. But the good news is, this was meant to arrive not last week, the week before. So 1, 2, this is already 2 weeks. So it should only be another 2 weeks I should have the next one, hopefully. Right, so guys, if you've enjoyed this, enjoyed looking at rummaging through this with me, I know I flicked the artwork and, you know, I do apologise, but if you enjoyed it, I've answered questions. If they've helped you in any way, you know, please like, share, subscribe, turn your notifications. If you have any questions for me, you can chuck them on this video. You can message me in Messenger. Every day you do that, my friend. You can go to Unique Wargaming Terrain Facebook page and hit message there, and it will bring you to Messenger so you can message me. Guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Those of you that want to hear what's been going on, I'll let you know now. So everyone else, thank you guys. Now, what's been going on at work? One of the lads at work decided he's had enough, and he handed his notes in. So now they're flapping around, running around like chickens, because it's like, we've just lost a full-timer. and what we're going to do now. So they offered him more hours because that's what he wanted, and he said it's too late. So they offered him more hours with 1 weekend a month off. They said no. So they offered him the more hours with 2 weekends off a month, and he said, why would I want that? I'm doing 40 hours a week in my new job, Monday to Friday. I have every weekend off and I'm paid more, so stick it up. So now the general chit chat with the rest of us that are there is that they're probably going to try and force me not to cut down to 3 days for a period of time. And to be honest, if I need to get myself right, and I know this week and a half that I'm on holiday is going to be a big step in the right direction. Focusing on this channel and you know, producing content for you guys is going to be, you know, a big step in the right direction for getting me better. But if they're going to offer me something nice, rule number one, and this is not just in my work but any work, if they want to offer you something nice that seems too good to be true, get them to put it in writing. Okay, once it's in writing and they've signed it, 3 months time they can't go, oh no, I didn't say that. Well, you did, because there's the contract, you signed it, you put your name on it. You know, so that's for everyone. You know, if it sounds too good to be true, you want it in writing. And don't be afraid to go, oh, could I have that writing? Just say to them, I'm not signing anything, I'm not agreeing to anything until it's in writing, because I'm DTA. Don't trust any of yous. Okay, just cover your backs. So that's basically what's happening at work now. We'll just watch this space and see what's going on, because when my holiday finishes, they've got me on a full week first of all, and then I'm supposed to be going down to 3 days a week, which is insane, because the moment I put the letter in saying that I'm suffering mentally and emotionally, I'm in bits. It should have been organised for the following week. So, but if they can get away with it, they will. You hear the rain coming in again. Now I've got to walk out and let's go back to the house. Anyway guys, thank you for watching, thank you for listening to me, and I'll see you next time guys. Well, you'll probably see me tomorrow, because I want to try and get him painted tomorrow. So guys, take it easy guys, see you later.